So today's video, kind of boring but super important if you like packaging things up nice. I also mixed it with one of my older videos to make it more entertaining for you, so check it out. What's up guys, it's Lee here, the bartending, photo boothing rental guy, and today is the day where I go over all of my pop-up tent steaks and I make sure that they're packaged nicely to give to the customers. But first, I'm going to quickly show you how to set up a pop-up tent. Let's do it. Today, we've got you covered. Tent joke. So this tent is available on Impact Canopy's website in Canada and the US. There's a Velcro piece, and you're going to attach it to this Velcro piece. So we're just going to put that on. Now that you've got your tent top on, you're going to want to extend it like an accordion. The best way to do this is to lean everything onto one leg and then just pull out so that all the legs have free room to move and they're not constricted by being on the ground. Pull each corner up and make sure that it goes through to the top little button here. Push up and then click. Did you hear that click? Let's click all four corners. You can see that it's clicked in there now. If the wind is blowing this way, you're going to want to set up this side first so that the wind will just bounce off the tent top and it won't take it hurling over everywhere. Perfect. So as you may see in some of my older videos, some of the options that I use for pop-up tents are stakes with ratchets, sand weights, and rubber weights. But today is all about the ratchet and stakes. This right here is my ratchet system that makes my pop-up tents not go anywhere. Do this. So all I did is I went and grabbed ratchet straps and dog spikes. Okay, so you see the little loop here? That's where you want to fasten the ratchet through. And then just hook the other part onto the spike at the bottom and then ratchet it closed. As you can see right here, the ratchet top's just connected in the loophole. And then down here, it's just the dog spike goes in, connected with the ratchet. I've been noticing problems with people when I rent out a regular ratchet strap to them for a pop-up tent. They say they know how to use them, but it's lies. It's lies. They don't know how to use a ratchet strap. So the ratchet straps, majority of the time, they come back all filled up in themselves. So that's one of the common problems with ratchet straps is people just start them big and long and then they start ratcheting them up and eventually they just fill up in themselves and get stuck. So with ratchets, I try to explain this to people, but they don't want to listen. With ratchets, you have to pull it through until it's where you want to be tight, and then you start ratcheting it. You should only have to ratchet like 4 or 5 times, and it should be tight in where it wants to be. One of the problems that I had last year was when a customer came to pick up their pop-up tent order, I was digging through a big bin of these and not leaving enough time to properly wrap them, so I was unraveling them, basically not anticipating how long it would actually take to get these things unraveled, even just 4 of them. They're just tangled right up in here. It's a mess. My solution to that at the end of the year last year was to just end up buying these, which work out really nicely, but I still got a box full of these, so I still use both. So in the future, if you're using ratchets for pop-up tents with stakes, then these ones are kind of the good way to go. These little Ericsson retractable ratchet straps made of like seatbelt webbing. They're absolutely awesome. So you pull them out and then you can push them to retract them back in. And you can pull them up and then you just click the little red button and then you can start pulling them up that way. They're absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I got a whole video on these retractable ratchet straps, so go check it out. When it comes to stakes, I've got a bunch of these guys here. So they're just basically little little spiral anchor stakes that go down and then the ratchets go through them. I've got these ones. I only use them as a last resort and for my light duty pop-up tents. And then I've also got the super heavy duty auger stakes right here that I use. And then I just put a 3/4 inch long stake through so that I can twist them into the ground, use a little bit of force, and nothing's coming out of the ground when I put these guys in. So that's what I use. This is the frame of the impact aluminum canopy. So it's nice and thick. Let's pop it open. But today, I want to stay organized. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to wrap them up together. I've got some nice saran wrap so that they look good for the customer. So I'm not unraveling ratchets in front of the customer to give to them because I didn't allot enough time. So be prepared. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, let's get into it. So now that I've wrapped all these bad boys up here, they're ready to go. I'm not fumbling with any webbing in the ratchets and trying to unorganize things in front of clients, right? Because I always leave this job till the last minute and underestimate how long it takes to actually unravel everything. So now that they're all wrapped together, just give them like that to the client. So I think that's the professional way. So also, I don't know if you're like me and you always have these little pole pads lying around and then whenever you need them, you can't find them. These kind of go under the tent poles in the pole tents so that they don't sink into the ground. So get a designated bag that carries them. So that's what I'm gonna do this year. It's a designated bag. Hey, where's the yellow bag? Because the yellow bag has the whatever they're called, the wood squares. What's that?
I never realized you had both of these.
Yeah, I do. Those are my different types. So I've got,
yeah.
yeah.
Listen.